wanted to document on is what exactly is automatic train operation and how does it work? So, good morning from East Croydon, where I'm about to spend the entire day on Thameslink, as I'm going to be discussing about the ATO, that's the automatic train operation. But to start things off, my story is going to be starting at Finsbury Park. Automatic train operation, or train automation as I like to call it, has been equipped on many tube lines on the Underground. It's a system where the train works automatically by itself without the driver needing to supervise, and has been equipped on several national rail lines, including Thameslink, which is going to be our main focus for today. The ATO on Thameslink has been introduced in March 2018, on a southbound route between Kentish town and St Pancras, and it was the first ever application of ATO to be introduced on the Mainline Railway. ATO has been introduced on the East Coast Main Line between Finsbury Park and London Bridge later on, and it was fitted with ETCS to meet further East Coast Main Line signalling tests, and ETCS has also been introduced between Moorgate and Finsbury Park on the Northern City Line, but it will go much further. Note though that the Northern City Line will not, and I repeat, not use ATO mode though. A Thameslink service, so whether it came from Peterborough or Cambridge. So we're going to get the Thameslink service that will take you down into the core, and this is where the automatic train operation starts.
Warrington, City Thameslink, Finsbury, and Horsham.
So I'm sat at the declassified first class. The rule with Thameslink is that if you're at the back of the train, then you're allowed to be in first class for a first class ticket. So what's going to happen here is that we're going to go off the main line, around the curve, and the next stop will be St Pancras. Approximately 200 out of 700 drivers on Thameslink are being trained in ETCS and ATO, with the remaining few to be trained in the next couple of years. GTR did say that a quarter of Thameslink services on the core uses ATO mode, but it's used in conjunction with ETCS, where drivers were able to change it at certain times whilst maintaining the train manually. Here, so instead of the passengers opening the doors, instead the doors will open itself. Take a look.
Red Hill, Hawley, Gatwick Airport, Three Bridges, Crawley, Ifield, Littlehaven, and Horsham.
Our train continues, heading south towards Farringdon, passing through the abandoned King's Cross Thameslink platform. And something interesting happens at Farringdon, and I say that because look what happens to the pantograph when it enters the platform. Is that the train now has to switch from overhead power to third rail. Instead of the driver actually doing that, the train decided to actually do it itself. Since it's an automatic train operation, it can just drop it, the pantograph by itself, switch powers automatically, and the train will go straight away. The place where it has interchanges to Thameslink, the Elizabeth line, and the London Underground as well. Kind of reminds me that the Circle, Hammersmith and City, District and Metropolitan lines have been upgraded to work in the same exact way as the Jubilee, Northern and Victoria lines do. Like with Thameslink, they are also fitted with automatic train operation, but only underground into the tunnels. The pantograph drops by itself under the ADD, or as I like to call it, the automatic dropping device. This allows Thameslink trains to switch powers while stationary, and it only happens if the train is stopped at the correct position. and just a few minutes after, we arrived into City Thameslink. City Thameslink, which is where it's only closed on weekends instead of like weekdays. Instead of like switching the powers here at City Thameslink, all trains are having to be switching the powers at Farringdon. Well, except for the northbound trains. The northbound trains have to switch powers. I just find it a bit odd that why can't they just switch powers on at the same exact station instead of like two different stations? I just find it a bit odd. But we're off to Blackfriars, which is the shortest journey on the Thameslink network. It just takes about a minute.
We will shortly be arriving.
And just like that, we're at Blackfriars. Trainmaster.
Sean, the trainmaster?
Yeah. Stations I've been to, Blackfriars is just the best station. No one can disagree with me. Blackfriars is fire. If you want to come to Blackfriars, just why the hell not? Blackfriars is just fire. Make sure that you come to Blackfriars because out of all the Thameslink Core stations, this one is my favourite. I can literally see Tower Bridge from here. Departing Blackfriars indicates that this is the final stretch of automatic train operation. Once the train gets to London Bridge, the train driver resumes the manual control of the train. Once the train driver takes over, the train will continue the route as per the scheduled time of the timetable. Back sitting at the declassified first class, so we're going to head off to London Bridge, which is where the final part of the automatic train operations begins. As soon as it gets to London Bridge, the driver will have to work on the train and head up all the way to like Horsham, Brighton, and East Croydon and all that.
London Bridge. Change here for other National Rail services. Also change here for the Jubilee and Northern lines. Exit here for riverboat services from London Bridge, City Pier, Tower Bridge and the Shard. The doors will open automatically at the next station.
Made it to London Bridge. This is where the final part of the Thameslink Core, the Thameslink automatic train operation actually stops. And this is where the driver will continue on and heading up towards Brighton and Horsham. Important to know that the trains right now can run up to 24 trains per hour since the ATO has been implemented. The first time it did it, it went to 8 trains per hour, second into 10 trains per hour, up to 12 trains per hour, 16 trains per hour, and now they're up to 24 trains per hour with the implementation of ATO mode. And since we arrived at London Bridge, this marks the end of my signalling documentary. The implementation on ATO on the Thameslink Core has been a huge success. With its ability to optimise the train's performance, it is also able to reduce delays on Thameslink services and enhance passenger experience. ATO has played a crucial role for GTR and Thameslink and optimising the future of rail transport. It has become clear that ATO is set on the road for being reliable, efficient and innovating. And that is the end of this signalling documentary. So that is it. That is the video of the ATO. That's the automatic train operation. I really hope that you guys enjoy this documentary. Hopefully there'll be more that is coming at your way. Thanks for watching. Press subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.